Hello and welcome to Budget Fishing. Now today I'm going to talk about my rod and reel setup. I got rid of all my fishing stuff when I was about 18-19. I used to go carp fishing quite a lot. Life got in the way, moved around and various other bits and pieces, and about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I started back up again. I needed everything from top to bottom, and I'm going to share with you what I got, what I've kept, what I've upgraded and what I've moved on from. So if you have a look in a second, this is basically the setup I got. Now, as you will see, it's got pretty much everything you could possibly think of needing. Now, the rods and reels are pretty capable. I'm still using all the rods, I'm still using all the reels. They've been re-spooled with better line from when I bought them. However, the latest line that they seem to be using is a lot better than the original stuff. The rod pod is not the best. I will show you what I've upgraded to. It hasn't cost the earth, and it is a much bigger improvement. The bite alarms aren't too bad. They do the trick. It all depends on if you're looking to do a lot of fishing, night fishing, things like that. You might want to think about the set with the receiver. I've done a video of the ones I've upgraded them to. And the net, the net broke within about 3 uses. It had to be upgraded quite quickly. It's one of those things that it happened. I was expecting a little bit more from it, but I would avoid the net. The landing mat that comes in it, or the unhooking mat that comes with it, is quite thin. It will do for a smaller fishery where you're not looking at anything too large. A lot of the larger fisheries will not be happy with you using it if you're especially if you're going for a much bigger specimen fish. The bivvy that comes with it, I wouldn't really call it a bivvy. It is definitely more of a sun shelter. The hair rigs aren't too bad, they'll be fine for starting off, and so will the weights and things like that. The boilies, I would go out and spend a little bit of money on a much better brand of boilie, or at least better baits than what's come in it. But overall, if you're going to get something along those lines, I would look for it separately and get the rods and the reels as a set, or at least get them separately. The bite alarms you can pick up separately as well, or invest in some better ones early on. You can save yourself quite a bit, a chunk of change, because the whole setup is normally about 140 to 160 quid depending on what you get in it. I would strip it back to around about 60-70 quid and then invest in some slightly better stuff. So these are the ones I'm currently using. As I've shown you or mentioned, I've got the Oakwood rods. They're 12 foot long, they split in the middle, nice easy pull apart thing. The reels are Oakwood ones as well, coming with a slightly different line onto what they originally come with. They are bait runner reels, which is great for the kind of fishing that I do. You've got the adjustment at the back here for the bait runner, you've got the drag adjustment at the front, and underneath you've got the reverse reeling in element of the reel. The rod pod is an Oakwood goalpost pod. As mentioned, it's an Oakwood goalpost pod. It's a lot more sturdy than the one that comes in the kits. It's a lot more secure. It doesn't move around in the wind like the other ones do, with the rods being up on single stalks. As you can see, we've got 2 stalks at each end on this one. Adjustable height, nice and quick and easy to split down as well, when you're ready to pack up, and nice and quick to set up when you're good to go. So that setup there will set you back in and around about the £100 mark, which isn't too bad when you're setting out. You can easily get rods and reels that will cost in excess of 100, 150, 200 £200 just for the individual item. So it's a nice, cheap, quick setup. It doesn't need to be upgraded straight away, but like I said, if you're looking at these packs, I have put pictures within the video. Please be wary that some of the stuff isn't worth the extra money in getting the whole pack. It's definitely worth investing in a couple of the extra bits for a bit of longevity. The bite alarms, as I said, you can get them if you're only doing a bit of day fishing. If you see my previous video, you'll see what I've moved on to. The bivvy, ignore it, and I would look to invest in a slightly better net. End tackle and things like that, I will run through at some point on another video. but I would look at getting some hair rigs, some sliding weights, method feeders, that sort of thing. You can normally pick up packs of 6, 8, 10, 12, and they should be anything from about £4 through to £10 if you look at Amazon and eBay. There's plenty of stuff out there. You should be able to get all set up with some half decent kit for around about 150 quid. I hope that helps, and I will see you again soon.